Hi, I'm Charlie, I'm back, and welcome back to Map Makers. Today, we're doing something pretty simple. We're coming up with the leader of Healston in 10 minutes. But I do already know who the leader is. That I've actually already pre-planned, but we need to come up with the rest of his backstory, and also fit it to his pre-existing lore. That's right, the leader of Healston is Reginald the Rat. If you don't know who Reginald the Rat is, he was a character that was first created by a user, or at least first mentioned in an episode of a show I did or am doing called Q&A Me, by a user named Trashcan. And he's become a bit of a reoccurring character on Q&A Me, and he's actually already led a country before in the original videos that this series is based on, where we designed a city on a whiteboard. But I think it's now time to do the official canon description of Reginald the Rat. We're going to discuss everything about him, and we all have to plan it in 10 minutes. Are we going to be able to come up with a full character backstory and everything about Reginald the Rat in 10 minutes? I don't know, but let's start the timer now. Okay, firstly, we need to come up with we're coming up with like a full-on profile, so we need to like draw a picture of him. Now we can't spend too long on this because it would defeat the entire point of the video. So I'm just gonna draw a little thing here. Name him, of course. His name is Reginald. What's his last name? Because it's not the Rat. Now the thing is, in Q&A Me lore, Reginald was the pet of me, Charlie. But was killed, he's deceased, by Grampsy. So I guess he would have my last name. So let's just do that. Reginald Lyons Morgan. Okay, there we go. Let's quickly draw him, I guess. Yeah, so he was my pet rat, was murdered accidentally by Grampsy, and he was basically the leader of a lot of stuff. Like, he was the leader of a lot of countries in his time. And he also took over Q&A Me for a while. He was like pretty much the only guy people talked about, but there's not really much known about him. I've never really come up with what like his purpose is. He stands up. This looks more like a mouse than a rat, but just go with it. Yeah, there's Reginald. I'm pretty sure he's named after a character from like that knockoff Ratatouille movie. The like mock Buster, I think they're called. There's Reginald. Let's there we go. Okay, there's Reginald. Let's give him his colors. Make him wear some jeans and an orange shirt. There we go. Reginald. That's him. That's the man of the hour. What does he do? Who does he work for? Etc. etc. Let's figure this out. So let's come up with his likes, dislikes, motivation, job, and status, which we already sadly know his status, but he died. Dead. In brackets, ran over by a car, according to Perd Hapley in Q&A Me 200.
On a silent night where the stars were shining, a rat ran around looking for cheese. This man went on about funny nopes and stuff, yet this man had something sad no one knew. The rat ran inside, accompanying the man, but one day that rat ran away, running outside, but while on the road, it was the end of the line. The rat was hit. The man did not know. The rat sat on the road. Many days later, the man found out. His head was in his hands. The man would remember this rat. His name would live on. His name was Reginald. Reginald the Rat. You heard?
What does he like? What does he dislike? What are his motivations? Well, and his job. His job was the president. No, sorry, the mayor of Healston. Or Healton, sorry. Healton. Okay, his likes, obviously, cheese. That's, you know, But what else does he like? He likes recurring jokes because he's a big recurring joke within Q&A. But also part of his personality. He has like 10 jokes and he just keeps bringing them back. All his friends though seem to like it for some reason. So, you know, he likes recurring jokes. What else does he like? Okay, what else does this guy like? Likes cheese, recurring jokes, leading, being a leader, being a leader. Being a leader. Jeans. He loves wearing jeans. It's like weird. He likes love. He likes love. He loves love. Exclamation mark. Who does he dislike? Grampsy, obviously, because he killed him. But they had a bit of animosity before, I'd say. Grampsy. He hates. What does he hate? What does Reginald hate? He hates fools. He hates people that are foolish. Hates fools. Like, people that are obviously fools that shouldn't be fools, I reckon. What else? He hates, he's not a fan of, like, opposition, I'd say. Like, even though he ran for mayor and won the role of mayor, he doesn't like people not agreeing with him, I guess. And he doesn't like opposition. Yet, he likes debating. So I'm going to add that to the debating. Debating. He hates when the opposition is so crazy. Like when they're bigots, basically. He hates bigots, which is in the fools. Whatever. So that's actually just... There we go. Because now it's like fools opposition. He dislikes when he's not taken seriously. When not taken seriously. And he hates the rich. Understandable. That's why he separated the rich onto their own little island, Business Bay. Okay, and his motivation is to... It sounds pretty basic, and there's no possible way that he could do it if he wanted to, but he really tries to make the world a better place. Oh, isn't he such a nice guy? There we go, Reginald. What a great guy. Let's give him a little background, shall we? Let's have him in the city. There we go. Or have him in Create World. He's going to be outside the square building, which is that color. Yeah, look at that. He's standing outside the square building. Wow. He loves Create World. He loves being creative. Oh my god. Wait. Never mind. No, he friggin' hates it, I guess. Because time's up. That is my character profile on Reginald the Rat. I hope you enjoyed this little episode of Map Makers. You may have noticed that a lot of the videos this month obviously have been about my past videos because it's Nostalgia Month, celebrating 15 years of his Mario 123. So I had to do an episode of Map Makers that was about a pre-existing thing. Don't worry, next month we'll be coming up with the history of Heelton. What went on? What made Heelton the way it is today? Find out next month. See you next time on Map Makers. Tame your phone, quackers.